If this video found you, it's because now is when you're supposed to hear it. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, right now. Because something in you has been searching for a direction, maybe asking for a sign. Whether it's conscious or subconsciously, you've been seeking a sign. You want the universe to prove you're on the right path, that decision or that next step is the right one, to make it safe, obvious, certain. You watch the clock hit 11:11. You notice the same song playing twice in one day. You notice a butterfly land near you, and you decide that it must mean something. You ask your friends what they think. Maybe you pull tarot cards. You wait for the perfect opportunity to present itself without you having to do anything. You tell yourself you're just being patient, that you're listening, that when you get the signs, okay, then yeah, I'll do it. But here's the problem. You're not waiting for a sign, you're waiting for permission. And no one is coming to give it to you. Getting permission, it feels safe, it feels certain, it feels validating. We want something outside of us, whether it be the universe or another person or a perfect moment to confirm, yeah, this is what we should be doing. This is the right direction. And why wouldn't we, right? But the universe doesn't work like that. In the game of life, there are no right or wrong answers, just different directions, different timelines, different versions of you. Here's the truth. The pull itself is the sign. That thing you can't stop thinking about. That thing that's trying to get your attention no matter how many times you try to ignore it. That choice you keep coming back to no matter how many times you try to talk yourself out of it. That persistence, that inner pull, that is the sign. That's what you've been looking for. That is the answer. That is the sign you've been seeking. But you don't recognize it as one because it's internal. It's subtle. No one can see it. It lives inside your body and nowhere else. And so it doesn't feel real enough. It doesn't arrive through synchronicities or perfect timing or someone else's validation. It doesn't come with proof that everything's going to work out. And because it's subtle, because it's internal, and even though it refuses to leave you alone, you dismiss it. You convince yourself that if it were real, if it was really meant to be, it would feel more certain. The path would seem clearer. That something outside of you would confirm it. But the confirmation already happened. It happened when that thought wouldn't leave you alone, when the pull kept returning, when you got that first little feeling in your gut when you first thought about it. You just didn't want it to be that simple, for that to be the answer. Because if that's true, because if the sign comes from within you, that means you have to trust yourself, that you are responsible for what you choose next. And that's kind of terrifying. Here's what I want you to understand. The signs were never meant to convince you of anything, or tell you what to do, or give you permission or confirmation. They were meant to mirror you, to reflect and bring to life what you already know. The signs don't mean, yes, go do that. They mean, you already decided in your heart that's what you want, and now the world is just echoing that back to you. That's why the same messages keep following you. That's why every conversation seems to point back to the same thing. That's why this video found you. When you see a butterfly, you think that must be a sign. But the butterfly didn't decide anything. It's not confirmation of anything. You saw it and immediately thought of that thing because that thing is already alive inside of you. You decided, butterfly is my sign. And so you went out searching for it because secretly you wanted to find it. Because you wanted confirmation. When you see 11:11 on the clock and think of that person, it's not the universe telling you to reach out. It's the universe reflecting back to you that you've already been thinking about them, that you already want to. When the same song plays twice in one day and it reminds you of that thing that you've been avoiding, it's not coincidence. And I guess you can say it's alignment. The external world is always reflecting back your internal world. And so those signs that you're looking for, they're not giving you any answers per se. They're simply revealing them. They simply point to what your soul already knows. The relationship that needs to end, or the job you need to quit, or the job you just need to buck up, put your big girl pants on and go for. That person you need to talk to. That thing you need to start building even though you have no idea how it's going to turn out or how you're going to do it. You know it. And the signs have been subtly reflecting it back to you. Not telling you what to do, but showing you that that decision has already been made inside of you. You're just waiting for someone or something outside of you to make it official, to give yourself permission to trust what you already feel. Maybe that's what you've been afraid of deep down. Not failing or anything like that, or choosing wrong, but finally having to be responsible for your own power and taking agency over your life. Because once you admit that that voice inside of you has been right all along, that is the sign, that is the confirmation. You can't keep pretending you don't know what to do. You can't keep asking for louder signs. You can't keep waiting for permission. You can't keep hiding behind, I don't know yet. And sometimes that is a scarier place to be than I don't know. Every time your body tightens in a situation, that's a sign. Every time you can't stop thinking about something, that's a sign. Every time a little hint of peace flickers in your body when you're somewhere new or with somewhere new, or you're thinking about some new direction in your life, that's a sign. Those signs have been there all along. You've just been asking for louder ones because 1, you doubt yourself, and 2, you're worried or uncertain or scared of what they might be pointing to and what that might require from you. So this video found you for a reason. You clicked on it for a reason. Nothing is random. You can use this as the confirmation you've been waiting for, not because this is a sign, but because it finally made you notice what your soul already knew. And that was all you needed. Love ya. Bye.